I just realized, did I not actually post the image? I did. Okay. Put that there. See, studio mode. I think I'm gonna just try and go yaw with it. I also realized I at some point accidentally turned off studio mode somehow. Okay. Stuff I needed to do. That needs a Vsauce. Trade. I was gonna grind the bear off. I was not able to figure out how to get rid of the default stream chat message, which is kind of annoying. Let's put us. I should delete. Hello, GitLab. What? Worm. What is that last emoji? I cannot check the stream chat about that. HID is probably in 5. Might as well. I think with this being a double fight, it's probably smart to just keep the Ashens for later. What? Easy head break. I did not know I had Divine Blessing on this armor. I kinda just... I think this might be the first quest it's hit on. It keeps hitting. What the fuck? Did I get it from the food or something? What's happening? Oh, maybe Feline Defender in this game is just Divine Blessing. That actually might be why it's usually... Yeah, I mean, just a defense. That's... yeah, that would be Feline Defender. Bump. 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 Spawned in... okay. Away he goes. Let's get this. Main thing I'm looking for from this guy is King's Trail, so I should capture. Ooh. Do I have Living Prime? I should. Yes. That's a fine trade. I was hoping it would maybe force bounce back and you wouldn't hit me, but yeah, that was probably a very greedy way of fire, but I was rewarded for it, so it's fine. Greedy, but why rewarded? Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. Whack. Whack. The Gunlance upstab. I really don't want to believe this is how you're meant to play this class, but it really does feel like this is that. What? I don't know why I call that class. I guess they're functionally classes in the traditional game sense, so like, it just feels weird to call them that when they're not called that, I guess. Hungry? Okay. Oh, did I miss out on the sparkly? No, it's okay. I should grab this because I need fertile mud, and if this is fertile mud, that'd be very nice. Probably gonna get it anyways, but better safe than sorry. Yes, they've seen the bees. I don't know. I went for that. That was very good. I guess that wasn't really. That was kind of the opposite of greed. I wasn't really going for any reward at all. I was just wasting resources for the hell of it. Wow. I do not know if you can get scalp breaks without blunt damage in the game, but I think I said this exact same thing for Son of Barov. I feel like I remember hearing that gun bullet damage on stuff like the Gunlance was kind of calculated weird in terms of blunt slash damage. I don't know if maybe I'm just thinking someone said it was weird that it just does slash damage. It's like I guess I consider bullets piercing damage, but piercing damage isn't really a thing in Monster Hunter. It is considered slashing with like lance and the like. I'm just gonna hard trust this. I'm goated. I feel like I might kind of be doing the thing where I go for too much. Like, even assuming I can get head breaks. Okay, yeah, I think I will. I was kind of both going for tail and head breaks there, when both were kind of hard to get on this weapon. And I kind of just ended up not even knowing if I can get either, really. I'll get a cap. Good enough. Easy game for easy babies. I should probably be... Here is a collection point. I mean, it's like I should be collecting. Did that? Fine fun. Okay, as far as that. Nice. I assume that was probably a... Yeah. Oh, I got a scalp. 2 scalps, that's nice. I think that was a crucial I got to scalp fast because I forgot I was on the lookout. Antiseptic. I don't remember what antiseptic does in this game. I know that's... I have seen antiseptic used. I know antiseptic stones are bitter bug combined with something? But I don't know. Much beyond that. Torch. Get across. Yeah, get across. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And block 1 sequence, which I think are fair. Question mark? All Yeti, chop Yeti. Wait, actually, let me just make sure I did get that king shell. Yes, that was it. Yep, Bruce. Flame sack is from Yathian. I guess I... I can probably get flag. I might do a quest to just grab that, honestly. Resources. That's a really good resource grind. I'm gonna kill both of us. I didn't even think to grab items. Yeah, I can probably do that. It's fine. Oh, I did not even know guy was like something weird happening. Okay, I think it was just I opened my web browser to check something because I forgot I closed. I'm very inconsistent on if I close my web browser for stream or not. And that seemed to cause a lag spike, so like does the stream seem fine? I assume so. No, yeah, it's not anything. I think I don't remember if it was you or Error who brought up a bit of lag that one time. I was messing with stuff. I did. So, okay. Arguably should have played that to actually get part break off that, but it was. I found it very funny to just do it when they landed. This is the kitten of lag detection. Where? Perfect fights get very too much very fast. Okay. I kind of wouldn't be shocked if the reason they never brought this guy back was just he causes kind of annoying fights. Maybe not annoying fights, but just fights that do not feel like they are the intended way this game is meant to feel, I guess. Oh. Purifier launches you so far. I'm just assume they're going this way. Yeah. I never like looked all that close at the images you set of the cat watching the stream. Are you like doing this on your bed, or is the cat just like on your desk? I... Thank you, YouTube VR. I appreciate the moral support. Sitting on a chair. That seems like the most confusing answer. Because I was like... Oh no. I guess it's a kitten. If it's like very young, it's probably a lot clingier. All of my cats like really dislike sitting on my lap. Like, I think they just kind of get spooked from like just the movement and jump off. Wait, I guess that's... I know that's not the most common way cats act or anything. Please. There you go, you'll lift Joth. Dude! I think my cats also have been like a lot more used to it recently. Wally especially, since she got neutered, sometimes I can just kind of lay her on my lap and she'll just stay completely still. It's really weird, because she was always the jumpier one. So, like, she wouldn't even try to get on my lap. Waldo will, like, try sometimes and just be kind of annoying. But, like, I just did not expect that from her. And I'm unsure if it's like her being fine with it or her just be like limp for some reason. Wow. What? Ooh. I'm just making noises. I was going to say something about how I'm just making noises, and then I continued making noises. I'm shocked the core pack isn't low yet, but I would be shocked at that. Like, okay. All part breaks. I forgot to fill on capture stuff, which may actually be good. I do not know how capture stuff works in regards to Moga Woods. Like, I don't know if you get any extra reward for capturing it, because you don't get the carves, and I don't think you get monster material when you leave. And I don't think it gives more resource points, so it would have to be like it gives more of the like special items. But I don't know how. how much I want those special items very much does depend. Don't really know if I want it. I guess there's that Korapeko Gunlance. They do have some Korapeko stuff. And I want Flintstones, but I don't think you can get Flintstones from carving, just Korapeks. I don't think I can get them from Mogulwoods at all. I cannot see where Royal Lujoth went from here. I assume probably just into 910. 910, a new meme. I don't know if you saw the image I made for this. Since I'm doing YouTube streams, I'm making the advertisements more just thumbnails. Which I think that plus the more basic layout is kind of more what people usually do while streaming, which is good? Question mark? I don't know. I realized I forgot to change the description, which I maybe should have done. We get up and all. I hope we didn't get to 11. 12. That'd be annoying. No, chill off, bro. I don't want to fight right now. I think, like, I'm trying to kind of think through my opinions on Monster Hunter more, like, as a franchise. Because, I don't know, I'm at the point where I've played a lot of Monster Hunter games, at least some. And I think that, like, I've been playing GU with Arigato, and it's been weird. And I think from that, I've kind of realized that the part I like least of Monster Hunter games is when there's, like, a bunch of this is probably a thing that is just the way I want to play these games slash like to play these games, clashing with the actual design being not specifically made for that. I like trying to do weapon completionism, you know? I like trying to get every weapon of the type of weapon I am using. And I feel like a lot of the time, I think that it kind of clashes with something like Generations Ultimate, the one I'm playing with Air, because Generation Ultimate has a bunch of weapons that you can usually get from like 3 to 4 sit-down quests. Compared to like something like Chai, it maybe takes longer to get a single weapon, but there's less weapons. Or maybe it even takes the same amount of time. You know, I would say a lot of weapons in this game are, unless you're unlucky, 4 to 5 quests. And then like later games like Yai's, I legitimately do not remember having like any issue with Yai's progression while trying to do that. Like it kind of feels like Yai's might be made for that. Like, where the fuck is this guy? Good job. I guess he's probably just moving the way that's looping me, because I think I don't know where else he would be. I don't think Large Montic can be in 1. I don't think he would be in 6, 4, 7, 8. So he's probably currently in 5 and was just doing a weird loop. Like, something like Monster Hunter G. G takes fucking forever to get anything, because you get like barely any rewards for quests. But there's also like, my G experience is weird because I was using Dual Blades, which was added in the US release of Monster Hunter 1 and then ported into G. It therefore has a lot less weapons than every other type. But like, even then, Monster Hunter G seems like it's there's very few weapons, but everything takes a long time to get. Like everything takes fucking like 7 huts or some shit. And that's ignoring like how money is an actual problem in that game, and it'll take you forever to grind. Did that hit? Like, that felt like it should have hit, but it looked like it didn't. Bop, 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 bop. That was head break, I think? Or like spine break. Not spine, spines. Multiple. It's kind of weird that spines are called that. Why are they called that? Do like hedgehog spines come out of their spine? Are they part of its spine? What is the etymology? I've never really thought of that. Nice. Oh, I have Wyvern Fire. I should probably go for Tail Cut. Fuck it. It's more like a sponge lizard dog. Yeah, banana lizard. I guess they're like eels, and eels are kind of dog-esque. What are eels? Aren't eels mammals? I assume eels are aquatic mammals, like dolphins and stuff. Eels are fish. That feels weird to me. I don't know why that feels weird to me. I guess it's just because I've never thought eels would be scaly. Like, I feel like eels are smooth, like an aquatic mammal, rather than scaly like a fish. Wow. What? I need to not make noises. I should probably just actually get to cooking food, but it's annoying. I'm only going to yell you have to use it for Mogo Wood so far. It just does not feel super worth it, I guess. I've done an underwater fight in like 2 sessions. I should probably keep Discord open just in case I get like an important message. Streamer mode will be on, so I won't see noties or anything. Kind of shocked how normal underwater combat. I still like. Was underwater combat hated in these scales? I don't know. Because I know it never came back, but I'm unsure how much it was. Like, I think I've kind of always just assumed it was disliked, and that's why it never came back. Yeah, other than it was. Just, I kind of assume it was technically weird, and that's why it never came back. Thinking back on it, because like, I don't know, that just kind of makes more sense. Like, especially considering the portable didn't have it. I feel like makes a bit more sense to me. Nice. Maybe I could just put it into Yana. Yes. Probably gonna jump out. I was like, it'd be really funny if I just sit here with him Brian, but probably not smart. That was awesome. I did not expect Phantom Flex Go. Wait, am I stupid? I think I might be making the same exact mistake I made in Shy. And forgetting that Pelagisite's the underwater ore. Yeah, I definitely am doing that. Okay. I'm out of stamina, so I'll turn to Bill. But yeah, that's definitely how Pelagisite works. What first species put? That's really bad commodities. I guess we take those. I can probably make catalysts if I remember how to. Catalysts are stones? No. It might be Earth Crystal plus Bitterbug. That's an anti-septic stone. What the? Combo list. Oh, weird. Weird. Okay. How many mega nutrients do I need? Well, I should probably put 10. I can probably do this with just one hunt. This is on hold. This is on hold for a certain reason. Okay. Oh, it's on hold. There he is. I don't have any air commodities. They... Okay. That was a fine enough trade, even if I should. I don't wanna. I should probably logically go to fucking get some quality commodities. I don't wanna. I guess if I want to check for Plagasite anyways, I might as well go and check out Muggle Woods one more time. Attack boost, defense boost. Yeah, I guess I'll do another Muggle Woods run. I realized I didn't put stuff away. Oh, okay. I kicked Cha-Cha in a temple. I have not stored items a bit. Okay, yeah. That's good enough for now. I'll take the odd meat, yeah. I forgot. I'm gonna do, just assume it's the same two guys. So I'm gonna do 2, 5, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. Because I also need... Okay, if Big Poop Man's still here, then everyone's still probably here. Well, you're bad. I feel like the much more obvious bit is calling him SpongeBob. He's yellow and water and sponge. What if he was Tom in your mind? That doesn't mean anything to you, probably. You probably do not know Tom in your mind. I guess it does look, especially like a bunch of small bananas. I guess not even small bananas, it's just like, not really a bunch of bananas, more like the bananas before they were taken off the tree. It's kind of fucked up that there's only really like one type of banana. Like, bananas feel like one of the essential fruit, and there's just not... Like, there's 10 million apple types, there's a bunch of orange types, and then there's just banana. Like, I know different types of bananas technically exist, but they don't, like... You don't see people going to bat for, like, only buying the little small bananas or anything. If someone likes bananas alone, they mean big bunch bananas. They mean Cavendishes or whatever. I guess I know part of it is because of the, yeah, there's the whole like the type of banana we had for a long time actually went extinct, and so we started using this other type of banana, and that's the banana we have today. Thing. Which, like, that's crazy to think about on some level. Like, I feel like a lot of people think about, like, things going extinct mainly applying to, like, stuff that is not on some level helpful for humans. But, like, it is kind of crazy that something as notable as the main bananas eaten by humans went extinct. And just we could not do anything about it. Like, that feels like not how that should work, according to how we think about extinction. They have Honor Guard on sale? I thought I took Arkham Powder off. Yeah, I did. Weird. Okay, limping already. I wonder if they're just gonna get straight through 10 or if they're gonna stop there. Felt like pretty good tail damage. Seems like they're stopping in 10. I was kind of assuming that would kill, and was hoping it would knock down, so not doing either was very shocking to me. Probably could have gone tail cut if I didn't go for Wyvern Fire there. Legitimately did accidentally do Wyvern Fire there. I thought I was just gonna reload. Okay. Gonna put the Pelagosite check. I'm not sure if Pelagasite is in Mogo Woods or if it is locked to Flooded Forest. Okay, no, it should be here. Iron ore. Whetstone. Whetstone. Iron ore. That looks like a mining. Yeah. Had to sneeze. Matcha light. That was broken. Matcha light. That's pistol. That's broken. That's pistol. I'll say this, I could just do a random flooded forest hunt. Yes. I don't know why I would super want from there, but we'll see. Might as well check this too. If I'm gonna be underwater gathering, might as well do all my underwater gathering and just some. Good call, Stone. I think it's just an account item, right? Yeah. I mean, that's the source item, which is a good chunk of what I'm here for. There's really like no mining slots down here, huh? Oh, is that one? I think that's just a yak. Yeah, this looks like it's just a yak. I don't know, I kind of assumed there'd be a lot more. Maybe the ones in here technically can give you underwater stuff. I guess I'll be set on iron and match life for a while. Yeah, I'll probably just have to do a flooded forest on top of this. It's a long climb. I am stupid. I looked over at chat and forgot to pick that stamina. Assuming the correct package, yeah, I'm not here. I can probably Honestly, Torvik anywhere. I don't want to do another yada like with the Royal Luja. Not even dying. Okay. 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 Yeah, sure, I'll do this. Oh, yeah, I kind of forgot to. That looks fine. I should maybe make chat a bit smaller. So. Yeah, I think that looks fine, probably. Okay, yeah, this is how you get flag with it. You need 5. I got 1. Something I like about Monster Hunter that I feel like Chai and therefore the Ultimate does really well is that, like, something like the Epioth, this guy. There's no reason this guy couldn't just be a big monster. Like, he maybe looks a bit nicer and more peaceful, but like, especially when you compare him to something like the Royal Ludra. Or like the Lagombi, a lot of the like kind of cuter looking ones. There's no real like, until you get to stuff like Elder Dragons and whatever, especially like late game Elder Dragons that are just evil. There's no real difference between monsters that are dangerous and monsters that are not. They're just animals. I think that is okay. See if maybe the Yen ones give more from I guess it. Arborsphere. 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 Natural 8. Awesome. We got what? 2 more underwater rooms? Come on, guys. You just go to with it. Is there really just only one underwater ore everything? Every area? I think there might be 2 at 8. History charm. Okay, 2 Pelagicite of 5. 3 out of 5. So if I just get 1 more double, yeah, I'm fine. I have, I think, mid above 2 chances now. That's a lot of blue jaw. Is there no ore here? Oh, alright, let's go the other way. In my brain, it's over here. I don't see it, but... That little cut looks kind of weird. Is this a mining spot? No. Oh. That makes sense. I should probably fix up. Also higher. I'm currently fixing that. I can actually check your manager. Sorry, I was opening Twitch to change that. I should have probably done that on my phone. Which dashboard? Oh. Sponsor. Oh, darn it. I was thinking about this a bit earlier. I think that, like, for me, the thing with Monster Hunter is that, like, I was trying to think about what it is about GU that's kind of making me bounce off a bit. I think it's that, like, GU has the amount of hunts per upgrade you need to do of something like the ultimate, but it has the amount of weapons of something like Yai's or World, which usually make you do many fewer hunts. Like, something like Monster Hunter G, which I was enjoying, its progression. Monster Hunter G has, you have to do a lot of hunts per upgrade, but there's not really that many upgrades, you know? Even if you are like me and you go for weapon completionist, you do not have to do all that much stuff. Like, does that make any sense? Also, I assume it's probably delagged because I've closed the web browser. He's kind of just better at like every ways. Okay. Yeah. Like, in this game, you know, to do a weapon, you need to do 4 hunts. But, like, there's like 10 weapons. At least at this point in the game. Oops. Yeah. Oh, scary. Corporate stamps. There's a good bit, but like. It's laid out, it's quite different. GU just also... I think the very straightforward person gives you a quest, you do that quest, you get the upgrade set up for side quests in GU. I don't really... I think it's less interesting than the way like side quests are done in Chai, where you have to like get stuff. Especially with it tied to the multiplayer. I think GU being so multiplayer focused hurts a good bit for me. I also, some of my GU thoughts would just be caused by me really liking Chai and our Chai thing got going on. Let's do this. We're gonna do the Plagocyte check and then actually look for Perfecto. Cool. By the way, Eric, did you like go to get non-old medicine? Was that something I hallucinated? That you were like using old medicine because the doctor was closed because they were Christians and it was Christmas? Is that a Yale thing that happened, or did I hallucinate that? I'm still using the old one. This is very sad. Unless it's working, in which case, I guess that's not that sad, but still, maybe something you should get checked out. Oh. I didn't know how much the fever went away versus just the hustler. The fever didn't go away, but the hustle didn't either. I mean, I'm just like words. Really only one thing here. I should probably just... I gotta lock in sometime and just play a bunch of solo GU. Like... I assume that was a Yuri moment. But my brain did that as like you making a sound effect. I don't know, that's not that funny. I shouldn't be laughing at it that much. Yeah. There's really just no underwater places this map. I should just go for another flooded forest thing. Aaron, do you know, was the underwater stuff disliked? I don't know if this game adds any maps from Base Try. I assume if there are any new maps, they are probably in the, like, G-Yank equivalent. Just because I don't know where else they would be. He flew to where I was. Yeah, I just kind of like... Maybe it was hated more in Japan or something. But like... I fully do not believe it would really be that pushed. I guess maybe people are just like, it's unfun. The Wii Air was the peak of like low water level bad discussion. So maybe it was just like the only casualty of that ever exists. But, like, I guess it feels weird to me that they would make the ultimate and keep all the water stuff if it was presumably hated, possibly even just by the time of Portable Third when they removed it from that game. Like, in my brain, it would either presumably be like technical / design limitation, or I don't know, some other thing I can't think about. I forgot to eat my Yashins. Oil? That was very fast. Oil fire damage. Like, even if I disagree, I get people disliking, like, Yam pages, because they are a very big gameplay core change. But, like, the underwater stuff just feels so not that different. I do not understand how people could go like, yeah, this sucks balls. Like, both in this and Base Try, it just feels so... I think especially in Base Try, because in Base Try it feels like they really did work to make sure all the weapons were interesting underwater. Yuri has a very... I feel like usually when I see cats type, they do it like semi-consistently. Like, you know, maybe they always press the same bunch of keys because they're trying to stand the same way, or maybe they always are like pressing just one or two keys over and over. Yuri seems to have a very sporadic way of typing. Let's see if I'll force a King's break. Okay. Like, Waldo always just kind of... I miss Gate Jaggy every day of my life. It's still so crazy to me that Gate Jaggy isn't in-game small. Like, in my brain, Gate Jaggy is like the guy. He's Mr. Monster Hunter in the same way that Rathalos or Rathian are. But he's just not. Does 4 have a gate? Or like gate equivalent? I legitimately cannot remember. What is the first hunt in 4? Just stop him. 4 has gate. I guess, yeah, 4 has, I think, all the gates up to that point and the geomes up to that point. It probably does just use old guys rather than having a unique one. I'm gonna just... Okay, that's that broken. I assume this is gonna head to 6? To 5, I mean. Oh yeah, we got hook here. I guess, yeah, thinking about it is like... The whole, like, having a gate per game thing, I guess started with, like, GU, technically. Because since then... Actually, Wilds doesn't have one yet. I feel like you've mentioned that it doesn't really have, like, a geom gate equivalent main monster guy. Does they have like an equivalent new guy? Like big version of normal monster? Where should go? I'm gonna just go for this cap. Really shocked that did not go through. I kind of just assumed with everything it would. Guess that means I can go for headbreak. I do feel like the whole, like, bigger version of the small guys you start with, it's a very nice, like, teaching tool in a lot of ways. I do feel like it should just kind of be the default, even if it... I guess it maybe was feeling kind of samey on some level. Especially, like... Assuming the Wilds demo was just kind of the start of the game, it does kind of just throw you straight into hunting big guys. So there's not really any actual... If you do not actually really meaningfully ever fight the small guys alone, what real reason is there to have the big guys? Yes. Okay, there's the one. I think that, like... I think it's sad that they've kind of just given up on small fights being meaningful. Like, I get it. Ooh, fuck. That makes this dangerous. Oh, come at me. Okay. Very close. I get that, like, you know, I don't think there's a moral bad or anything to people that do just like Monster Hunter for the big monster fights and don't really care for. I just realized I didn't change the YouTube description. I don't think there's like a moral bad to people that are in Monster Hunter for the big guy fights and dislike, you know, Harvest Quest or small guy fights or whatever, you know. I spent a lot of our GU session today being annoyed at us having to do small guy fights. I do think it's something like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people talk about, like, I see some discourse about this exact topic on, like, Monster Hunter Twitter and shit. And I feel like a lot of people treat it as, like, it is either good or bad to have small guy fights and gathering quests and shit. And not, like, I think there is an obvious difference in, like, GU doing those and G doing those. There's a very different feel to it. And maybe that is just entirely because of the stuff around them, you know? GU is this very fast-paced game, so having inherently slower paced bits feels weirder or whatever. But I do think it is also, like, I never really got annoyed at small guy fights in G. I probably did, but like, I got infinitely less annoyed at them than I do in Geo. And I think that is notable to me, I guess. Like, that kind of implies that there is a difference in how they are done that is the cause of that, rather than just a difference in the style of game leading to difference in feeling. Does that make any sense? Mushroom. Part of it's just that, like, small guy armor isn't really much of a thing in post, like, even post G. It's probably a thing in DOS, but I feel like even DOS gets you started on the big guy hunts a lot earlier. I think I needed God bugs. I need so many fucking Eulars. Why was I doing this? I just got sidetracked fully, didn't I? Yes. Yes, I did just fully was sidetracked there. Okay. The cat speech puns and it's crazy that they've just kept up half of the NPCs in our games talking cat speech puns for the whole franchise. I guess G doesn't have him, and I think Dose does have him, but like still, since Freedom 2 they've done that? This is a dead Yetta boss we're dealing with. We're gonna have to go all out. I remember T-Load, but I did not remember T-Yashin. Gunland's adding a second thing you have to do at the start of each quest. Fully has broken my brain, I feel. Unsure if that hit. think I kind of just want to go for mud breaks, because I mainly need fertile mud as like actual big yards. We should have one of these. Bear up the gauge. Nice. I do actually need paw print stamps, which I assume drop from cats. In this game. Wow. Fuck. Yeah. What the fuck? I kind of said yeah because I was like, they're probably going to thing. I don't think they can't go to one, but they're going to one. I forgot they could go here. Actually, I think you remember us fighting a couple times with here and try. Hopefully Cha-Cha got some Yanaqua stuff. I feel like I should be a lot more used to how long it takes to sharpen these hymns than I am. Why? Howdy. That's at the least fertile mud off? I don't actually know how much baking the mud leads to you getting fertile mud as a job. It seems like it should, like logically. What? Oh. I really do think I think playing the other Monster Hunters has made me actively worse at World. Like, I was kind of thinking back on how I remember World being on first playthrough. And I'm like, yeah, I just kind of never had to put my weapon away already. Like, I think my brain is too enraptured with, like, sheathing and shit because of playing these games a bunch. Which you just don't have to do in World. I guess, like, I don't know how much, but I feel like our last little World expedition went fine enough. But I feel like there was the section of World after, like, the first time we went back to World, I feel like I was notably worse at that game, and I think it's because of that. I'm shocked that this will also affect Yais if we ever go back to Yais. Okay, limp him. I'm gonna assume he's gonna go to... There? Yes. That's probably good enough. Naked Barroth looks so weird. He's naked. I think the reason I probably was fine enough at Yais is because Switchblade is the weapon where you still have to sheath in that game, from what I can tell. Like, up until I got Evade Extender and could just use that instead of having to move, it truly was just like, yeah, I legitimately do still have to sheath. Or else I cannot. I'm the slowest guy ever. You're the slow guy of the year! I keep saying of the year because of Panty Potty. Okay. Bunch of the fertile mud. 3 Barroth pals, which I don't think I needed, but maybe I'll need those for the... So I tried to find that tweet and I could not. I think you might have hallucinated with that tweet would be. Again, you have the stuff I needed for... Okay. Fan bracelets. Okay, new Barroth claws. And Monster Bone L and Eon stuff. I think that's probably gonna be the end of the stream. Because I've been streaming for 2 hours and my throat's kinda tight feeling. So that's the end of the stream. That's a going images. This went pretty well. Next week I really have to actually set up the thing. I don't know if I should keep up multi-streaming, considering one guy seemed to actually join from YouTube, and I think it might have been a spam bot. And also, I think I saw some YouTube viewers pop in on the little viewer thing, and then they instantly left. Which might, I don't remember if I turned on the fucking YouTube, your stream automatically gets put in the short speed crop thing. I might have done that. I might have set that up because it sounded funny. I don't remember. I might just stop multi-streaming because it's kind of annoying. And I think the Ustream chat looks worse. But we will see. I do like not having to download it. So, I don't know. I guess I could just multi-stream and